Okay, guys, the thief on the cross is probably the best example of pure grace, of showing the truth of justification by faith. The thief on the cross is the perfect example of pure justification by faith. Okay? Works gospel heretics hate this because they want to say you have to do works. They want to say there must be some kind of performance, some kind of life change. The Baptists hate this because they want to say you must be baptized to be saved. Okay, because they believe in the salvation by water. They don't believe in salvation by faith alone in Christ alone. Okay? There's a reason why the thief on the cross was recorded, to show the proof of justification by faith and the proof of that God is not a respecter of persons. Okay? Now, I've spoken to many people about the thief on the cross, and the water-baptized heretics, they always try to make an excuse for why the guy still got saved, even though he was unbaptized. Okay, some people try to say, well, he just got in on pure grace. He didn't have to be baptized because the Lord just gave him a break. Okay, well, that would be respecter of persons. Okay, their false belief is you must be baptized or you're not saved, and well, they're saying, the reason that he didn't have to get baptized is God just gave him a break because he was nailed to the cross. That's totally erroneous, and it's false, and it's retarded. Okay? People that believe, oh, well, you must have works, to show that you're saved. Well, they say, well, he didn't have a chance to perform works since he was nailed to the cross, so he got in. Well, first of all, if everybody has to show works, if everybody has to show something, a change in life, okay, to prove that they're saved, well, I guess since he didn't get to prove that he was saved, by the logic of having to work to show you're saved, I guess he wasn't saved then, even though Jesus said you will be with me in paradise. Okay? I just wanted to speak on the thief on the cross because it's a blatant show of grace. Okay? How a man can, a life of thievery, okay, dying on a cross, can look to the Lord and just say simply, Lord, remember me when you come into your kingdom. And all Jesus looks at him and he says, this day you will be with me in paradise. Okay? Now that's pure grace. The thief on the cross didn't jump off the cross and give back everything he ever stole. The thief on the cross didn't make amends. He didn't do anything. He didn't change his life. He didn't show that he meant business. He just trusted and believed in Christ. And some people that heretics try to say, well, they try to bring up some erroneous reason why he just got in on that is because there was a different covenant and blah, blah, blah. Well, what are you talking about? That was the old covenant right before Christ died. And the old covenant has always been the same as the new. The old covenant salvation has been the same. It's by faith. Faith alone in Christ alone. Just because the old and new covenant was both, all through the Bible, it's faith alone, Christ alone. Abraham was justified by faith. Okay? He believed God and it was counted to him for righteousness. Okay? Don't believe the heretics that say, oh, Abraham was justified by offering Isaac. He was not justified by offering Isaac to God. He was justified when he believed what God told him years before he sojourned to offer Isaac. Okay? But the thief on the cross, that story right there, that recording right there is pure grace. Okay? It's pure grace. And there's no way to get around it. People lie and make things up as to why he got to go to heaven and he didn't do anything. Okay? Because people always think, oh, you get to heaven by changing your life. You do not get to heaven by changing a life, nor does a changed life prove that you are saved. I've known many people, there have been people in my life that have never been saved. They've never professed to trust Christ, and they have stopped doing some sins they're doing in their life. They've been addicted to alcohol, been addicted to cigarettes. and stopped the cigarettes and stopped the alcohol. They weren't saved. Okay, I've seen unsaved people change their lives. I've seen a lot. It's sad to say, but I've seen unsaved people act better, act more courteous, act more loving than some saved people. Yeah, that's the cold, hard truth, everybody. What's the world coming to? You know? An unregenerate person, you know, acting saved. Or acting like more like Christ than a saved person. See, so going to grab evidences in people's lives as proof of salvation is totally false and erroneous. Okay? It's false. It doesn't work. That's the way the carnal mind thinks. The carnal mind wants to see the new man, the new creature believes. Okay? But I'm going to end this with the thief on the cross is a perfect example of grace. Unmerited favor is what grace is. Okay? It's even more than that, but it is not merited in any way. He looked at Jesus Christ and said, Lord, remember me when you come into your kingdom. That right there is faith, because he called him Lord. He recognized who he was. He put his trust in him. And that's all we need to do, everybody, is just put our trust in Jesus Christ alone. And when we say put our trust in Jesus Christ alone, we don't mean put your trust in Jesus Christ alone and then never, ever, ever do a work in your life as a Christian. That's not what we're meaning. What we're meaning is for salvation, you must put your trust in Christ alone for salvation. Now, for discipleship, yeah, you should do works for discipleship, but works have nothing to do with salvation whatsoever. Works do not prove salvation. If you're looking for proof to prove that you're saved, you better examine yourself to see if ye be in the faith, because it's about faith, it's not about sight. Okay? But the thief on the cross is a perfect example of pure grace. Okay? And that's how the Lord has always worked. Okay? It's always worked. But God bless everybody. Remember, faith alone in Christ alone. Trust in Jesus Christ alone for salvation. And then once you're saved, work out your salvation. Like Paul was saying. Be a disciple. Spread the gospel. Okay? But God bless everybody. Have a good night.